Would you like another piece of evidence that President Trump and his administration do not care about you and do not care about regular people? Well, I've got another one, another piece of evidence. The White House internships are open. Now, White House internships were paid starting in 2022. That was, of course, under President Biden. Well, now on their webpage, they have their FAQs section, frequently asked questions. The first question is a White House internship a paid position? And the answer is White House internships are unpaid positions. So, backtracking on our progress in helping out students who are struggling to make ends meet and who just want the opportunity to work at the White House. Now, they might argue, well, working at the White House is so great, it's such a valuable thing, it doesn't need to be paid. It gets you paid in experience, right? Students will get paid in experience. They'll get paid in their amazing pictures that they get to have with President Trump and his administration, and that's all they need. They don't need money. They don't need the stuff that pays for groceries and tuition and rent and all that stuff. Well, sorry, but sometimes that type of thinking is just a load of classist nonsense. Oh, we pay you an experience. That has been the oldest trick in the book for employers to avoid paying their interns. The oldest one. Many of my friends, who went to law school talked about this. They got stuck with some unpaid positions during their summers, and they were like, oh, my internship doesn't pay, but they say they pay an experience. And sometimes they do provide very good experience to their credit. But when their internship involves moving out somewhere far, somewhere expensive, like New York City, and they're not even paying, that's really not great. It's not a good look for the employer. You should pay your interns. Pay the people who work for you, period. And President Trump is backtracking on President Biden's progress. Now, to be clear, I do not know specifically how much Trump himself had to do with this. Obviously, if he really wanted to pay them, he could allow them to be paid. He is the president of the United States. But I think that he's an out-of-touch billionaire, and he just assumes, oh yeah, they don't need it. I'm well off, so they must be well off. It's no skin off my back to work for free because I'm a billionaire and I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. So all my interns, they can come here and do that. And to be fair, they might just hire a bunch of affluent students who don't need to worry about being paid. But they hire a lot of interns. Have you seen those pictures? So chances are that some of them need the money. And some of them probably, they really want the money and they would go for the internship if not for the fact that, they weren't being paid during it. So yeah, not that I'm complaining about Trump turning away people to work at his White House, because the fewer assistants they can get, the better, because people should not be working for the Trump administration because the Trump administration is corrupt and a load of nonsense. But this definitely gives some insight into the current White House's classist views. Let me know what you think in the comments below about this development. Obviously, it's not the end of the world, but it's just something that I believe illustrates something. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the More the Merrier, and I look forward to speaking to you in my next video.